Hi, this is Drew with Daniels Ag Services with your morning report. Grain markets finished up mixed yesterday with corn and wheat trading lower while soybeans ended up higher. Real tight cash market for soybeans right now, and demand remains high. So we saw soybeans really shoot up yesterday along with soybean meal as well. Soybean meal finished limit up yesterday, as a matter of fact. And the August-December spread that we talked about yesterday remains on fire. It's in the 120s now. So that's something to keep your eye on. But we also had crop progress yesterday. So without further ado, let's take a look and see what we had there. All right, grab our whiteboard here and get close in. All right, so we're going to take a look at the good to excellent ratings here first. Corn came in at 63%, which was a 3% drop from last week. Most were expecting between 1 to 2%, so we were a little higher than what the trade was expecting on there with the fall. Beans came in at 65% good to excellent, 1% drop from last week, and wheat came in at 68%, which was a 2% drop from last week. So let's go over here. This stands for silking, blooming, and headed. So corn is 43% silking, 27% increase from last week. 46% of beans are blooming, 20% increase from last week. And 85% of wheat is headed. That's a 14% increase from last week. Now let's go over here for pod setting on beans, 8%. We had no data last week. This is the first pod setting data we had this week. And then harvest for winter wheat, 75% complete. And that's an 8% increase from last week. So if you want the full realm of crop progress information, log into grainanalyst.com, go to the daily report, you can view it all there. Moving forward for today, weather is seen as ideal right now throughout the Corn Belt. The temps are only supposed to get up to the mid-80s, and later in the week supposed to drop down to the low 80s to potentially even the high 70s for the highs. So that's real supportive, although some areas are lacking rain. The lack of heat like we had last year is at least helping them out somewhat. So we don't have the high heat that we had last year in the dry areas, so that's beneficial for crop development even though there is a lack of moisture. So moving forward, weather is seen as ideal. Keep your eye on those midday weather forecasts. Come out at 11 Central. We'll see if they have any changes to the market at all. So that's all we got for today. Have a good day.
This material is conveyed as a solicitation for entering into a derivatives transaction. This material has been prepared by a Daniels Ag Services broker who provides research, market commentary, and trade recommendations as part of his or her solicitation for accounts and solicitation for trades. Daniels Ag Services, its principals, brokers, and employees may trade in derivatives for their own accounts or for the accounts of others. Due to various factors, such as risk tolerance, margin requirements, trading objectives, short-term versus long-term strategies, technical versus fundamental market analysis, and other factors, such trading may result in the initiation or liquidation of positions that are different from or contrary to the opinions and recommendations contained therein. Past performance is not necessarily indicative of future performance. The risk of loss in trading futures contracts or commodity options can be substantial, and therefore, investors should understand the risks involved in taking leveraged positions and must assume responsibility for the risks associated with such investments and for their results. You should carefully consider whether such trading is suitable for you in light of your circumstances and financial resources. You should read the risk disclosure accessed at www.danielsagservices.com. Daniels Ag Services is not affiliated with, nor does it endorse any trading system, newsletter, or similar service. Daniels Ag Services does not guarantee or verify any performance claims made by such systems or services. Strategies using combinations of positions, such as spread and straddle positions, may be as risky as taking a simple long or short position.